All right, prime your spray rigs. Go ahead and get your headphones on, and let's get two coats deep. Today we got a super special guest, Satori with Stahl Painting.
Born in Elkhart, Indiana. We do painting in both Michigan, like Southwest Michigan, Lower Michigan, and then Northern Indiana, which is kind of where you get the name Michiana, Michigan, Indiana line. So we're in that general area. We've been in business about 8 years. Let me see. And we got what, 7 employees and a bunch of trades partners. Yeah.
So I noticed you got a billboard the other day too, brother. So is that in Michiana or like?
Yeah, that's right over by Notre Dame, actually. It's a very populated area, very poppin' spot, so it's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Do you have anything that can track that metric of what's coming from
We
that?
don't. I don't know. So a lot of people are like, "Hey, man, like, let me know how that goes. Is it worth it? Like the ROI?" And I'm like, "Man, I don't really know how we're gonna measure that yet." I mean, I'm hoping more like they see us all over the internet. They see us there, and it's just another kind of reminder for people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be seen everywhere. So that's kind of like my idea with it. I don't know if we'll get like a direct return on it, like, oh, I'm going to call you from that billboard, but I just want it to be another like visual for someone.
A
You know what I'm
reminder.
saying?
You
Yeah.
know, maybe they get a proposal from you and then they're
Yeah.
driving back home from work
Yeah.
and they see
Yeah. It's
Stahl.
probably, it's probably like another comfort piece for a homeowner to see that, like, oh, okay, so these guys are probably legit. They're not going to come botch my house or anything like that.
Was it like super expensive?
Yeah. Yeah.
So are you going to try to get as much content in front of that as possible? Maybe like even record ad in front of it?
Probably, yeah. I think we'll throw an ad. Like I
Okay.
said, I think that's probably, it'll probably make customers feel a little bit more comfortable.
Okay. And I've noticed you've kind of like really exploded this past like year or so.
Yeah.
Am I wrong or has it been gradual
It's
growth
been
or?
gradual. I think that I've fully committed to like getting off the tools, so I've been able to like push us a lot further because before I was kind of like dipping my toes, back and forth. So I can't go 100% all in when I'm going and picking up a paintbrush or helping with the repairs. So it's totally helped not touching a tool.
Nice. Are you doing any sales now or is that
No.
so you're
3 sales guys, yep.
full GM. Like
Yep.
that's your role. Just
Yeah.
how's that feel?
Man, I was just talking the other day, it's like, I love marketing, I love promoting, I love sales. Uh, Being like a business owner, it's not for the weak, which you probably know.
Yeah.
It's different, man. It's a lot of responsibility. Everyone thinks it's all glamorous, but it's like, man, you're asking for a lot of headaches.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, even when you were coming in, you were talking about all the calls from
Yeah,
everybody, and there's tons of Karens out there that
yeah,
upside down, looking with a magnifying glass and a spotlight,
yeah.
and then the husband's holding a work floodlight at the other end
That's
of the
what I'm
wall.
saying. Everyone sees like, oh, you're going here and you own a business and you're on a billboard, but I mean, peel that back. You already know what it is.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
without a doubt. Not
yeah,
everybody does though, man. So like some people are still in that frame of I got to get there, I got to paint, I've got to make sure that this cabinet coating is exactly how I would do it, and
yeah.
the trust isn't there. So how did you start to let go of that trust?
Like I said, I was tiptoeing in and out a bit. I mean, you just got to take the leap of faith at some point. I mean, I just think you expect humans are going to mess up. It's a normal part of growing. So like when any of our guys, sales guys mess up, management, employees, subs, I'm not one to really get mad. I know everything's a process and we kind of trust the guys we have to like get better or process and understand where they screwed up so we can move forward. So I never get mad anymore. Like, but in the beginning,
Never?
nah, not on that type of stuff.
Okay.
I'm really process driven, so I understand that. Like, am I mad at them? Like, no. Do I go home and like, motherfucker? Yeah, I do that, of
Yeah.
course. But like, no, that's a part of the process, man. So
Cool. I was about to have to ask for the recipe of how to not get mad.
yeah, oh, I do that in private. Yeah,
Okay, that makes
pull
sense.
my hair out in private.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Is there like a metric that if these guys aren't hitting, that you're like, okay, maybe it's time to cut this cord?
Yeah, so we are. That's kind of been a new thing lately of how to deal with that. 'Cause it kind of sucks, man. You get to know them. They got kids. You see them on Facebook, but then they're not like performing how you need them to. So it's like hurting the business. So then again, being a business owner isn't fun because you have to split those two, like what's good for the business versus your feelings. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's just another side of business that I'm like, man, this is
coach that always told me data over feelings.
Yeah.
Right. My feelings tend to get in the way. I was even
Yeah.
having a conversation right before this about, how hard it is for me to let people go or even just move them to a different spot. However, the business advice I got was sometimes we got to put our coach hat on
Yeah.
and yeah, business owner as well, but coach hat, go in and, give them a little bit of a
Oh
compliment
yeah.
and then circle to like, do you even think that this is the right fit for you? Uh,
Yeah.
and sometimes I don't know about you, but I even question that, when I have that 15th phone call a year ago before I put down, the brush and was doing the sales, project management, and still brushing out. I would put the coach hat on and talk to myself like, is this what I want to do? And it
Yeah.
actually wasn't, right? Just like
Yeah.
you said.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So when you did make that leap of faith and then brought on, I think you have like what, 4 salespeople?
3.
3 salespeople. So
Yep.
you brought on 3 salespeople. Were those the first 3 that you ever brought on and they've stuck with you?
Nope. Kyle's been with me since the start. Like we left a trailer factory because the phone kept ringing. So one day he was like, "Dude, let's just get out of here. The phone keeps ringing." We'd done it for 5 years. I mean, I don't know if you know anything about trailer factories, but that stuff's rough, man. It's kind of a big deal in Elkhart County down in Indiana. But so he kind of came with me and helped me build it. And then just recently we added Corey, military background, sales background, likes to talk. You just heard him. So he's good. He's good. Steve, he was a business owner. He sold floors and he has ice cream shops, but he was smart and got out and got into sales for the same reasons, like some that, sales is better, man. But so he's a good sales guy. And then Kyle obviously is the head of sales. So that's what we got to do in sales.
That's pretty rad, dude. And then so what's your production team look like?
Just one project manager right now.
For how many crews?
Oh, yeah. 5.
Okay. And are you a hybrid model or are you just kind of all
Hybrid.
in-house? Okay.
So we have, trades partners and then our own guys. I don't know which one I like better yet. Both, there's pros and cons to both.
I'm teeter-tottering myself every day.
Yeah.
If you catch me on Monday, I might be
I
like,
know.
I want all
Yeah.
W-2s. If you catch me
Yeah.
on Friday, I'm like, oh man, I love
The
trades
taxes
partners.
aren't fun though on the W-2s, I will say. I'm like,
No.
oh man.
It's hard to look at.
Yeah.
Especially just even like the payroll
Yeah.
taxes. You're like, wait, how much did the government just take?
I know.
We're watching.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, so I feel you on that. I do feel like there is a lot more control within the W-2.
There is.
However, during winter, it does get a little bit slower. I don't know about for you.
It does.
Especially, we're in a similar
yeah.
area.
Oh yeah.
So it's like when we're taking and slowing down, I don't want to tell my W-2 guys
know.
we don't have time.
I know. Yeah. That's again, business owner.
And leap of faith, right?
Yeah.
It's to the nature of how do we go create more leads?
I know. Yeah.
So what's your most memorable thing that you've done in business so far? And would it be the billboard? Would it be having this bigger team now?
The bigger team for sure, because I've known them all for a certain amount of time, and they've all kind of played a role in helping me develop as a person. So it's cool to like bring them on and then watch them be successful. It's like, oh, it's freaking sweet, dude. It's a good feeling. It's a really good feeling, especially because it's like my boys. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's awesome. That's been awesome to watch.
Started from the bottom.
Yep. Now we're here.
Heck yeah. And as far as like life goes, what's the thing you're the most proud of?
Kids. Oh yeah. I was a clown, man. So without them, I'd probably still be clowning around down in Miami somewhere, causing trouble. So
I love it. And you used to like do like chalk art?
oh yeah. Yep. I don't know what that was about. I was good at drawing artwork, so I was like, well, no one's doing chalk artwork, and I somehow, some way or another, I found out a way to make it like permanent, so it wouldn't wipe off. So that was like my.
Did you like
niche.
clear coat it after or something?
It was like a clear coat for chalk, yeah.
Okay.
The most I really got out of it was like free food from bar owners or.
Was that in Miami or was
No, that was in South Bend downtown. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was cool, man. It was a good like dip into like being an entrepreneur, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's something I love with my kids. So you talked about your kids are your most
Yep.
proud thing that you've done. I agree. Same here. So my son, I truly believe, saved my life.
Oh yeah.
And when we do lemonade stands, dog, I'm talking my son's out there waving the sign. We've got me dancing in the sun. We're like, cranking, sweating.
Yeah.
My daughter's running the lemonade stand, and my wife, their mom, is taking and making the lemonade, right?
That's what it's about.
Fresh squoze. They made, I believe it was like $187 in 2 hours.
There you go.
and they were like stunning. They were on top of the world, and then
Yeah.
they started talking about where they could put their next sign and their billboard, right?
There you go.
So
Yeah.
you never know these little seeds and just watering them,
Yeah.
even with your kids. They see you on the billboard. Imagine how inspiring that is to them. I mean,
My daughter asked, "Why am I not up there?"
that's a good
That's
question,
what
isn't
she
it?
said.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Have you seen that billboard where it's like, um, "Are you injured? Don't call these guys."
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of clever too. I
Yeah.
thought that was funny. I don't know if that brings much brand recognition like what yours does, because yours is, I believe yours is like an image that's right on your website too.
Yeah.
So
There's around that area. There's a Drive and Shine. They've taken over, and there's probably 20 billboards in that area, and they probably have 12 of them on their sign. So my one of my friends was like, "You should put like, hey, this isn't another car wash advertisement." And I was like, "I don't know if that would really help us, but it would be funny."
do you get to change the image after a while, or is it
No,
so it's just one
that's
flat fee? And
yeah. They had the digital ones, but man, it was more expensive, and it flashes you get 6 seconds, and then it goes to other people's. And I was like, I don't know if I like that idea. I like the still one where it's just mine.
yeah, I think that's a lot cooler.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot cooler. What's been your like number one way of generating leads?
Facebook.
Like
Definitely
like
Facebook.
organic ads?
Both. So in Michigan, we use Ford Media Marketing.
Yep.
Those guys are awesome. And then I wasn't able to use them in Indiana because someone else already has our territory. So I'm doing mine on my own.
Okay.
But it's going pretty well.
Heck yeah. And you've been doing a lot of organic content, I've seen,
Oh, yeah.
at least over this past year or so.
Mm-hmm.
What triggered you doing more organic content?
I've always done the organic content, but now it's just myself and maybe our team in front of the camera more. Actually, Walter told me to do that.
Mandala?
Yeah, he was just like, I forgot what we were chatting about. He was like, "You just need to get in front of the camera more." And I stared at it for the text for a while. I was like, I don't know if I went and looked in the mirror. I was like, ugh, I don't know if that's a good idea.
It's crazy how self-conscious we are about
Yeah.
ourselves, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, man, it definitely is game changing because the shoulders go down when you walk into an estimate, or anybody on your sales team, Kyle, whoever it may be.
Yeah.
If
Yep.
they have something posted online and that person just saw them before they came in, they're
Yep.
already like,
That's
I know
one.
Kyle.
Yeah.
That's my dude.
Yeah.
That's my dog.
That's what I'm saying with the billboard. I don't know if it's as much as a direct return on investment, but it's just another, like, okay, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
They're going to take care of my house type deal. You know what I mean?
Without a doubt. I mean, if somebody's spending money on a billboard, they at least care about their company a bit.
Yeah.
Most guys are a chuck in a truck.
It's true.
Granted, that's where most of our price objections come from. I don't know about for you, but why are you $7,000 higher? Well,
Yeah.
because we're the shit, the toilet, and the whole septic system, lady.
Yeah. We've been that's something that we've raised our prices this year, and we used to like we would get any job, but man, the margins would be so thin, and we always like we're affordable, and like we'd like pride ourselves on that, and now I'm just like, yeah, you dug yourself in a lot of holes, and then when you have people with flashlights, you're losing on margins because you're dicking around, looking at walls and buying more paint. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah, don't rush to failure.
Yeah, it's a race. The chuck in the truck is a race to the bottom. It really is.
I heard this thing at that gathering of Michigan painters. It's stuck with me. It's competitions at the bottom and collaborations at the top.
Yep.
I truly believe that. Any of these top dogs, they're truly willing to share just about anything with you.
It's been insane, dude. Going to PaintCon or PCA, how open and generous people are with their time, which is not like that in my town. Everyone's like,
it's a bunch of ainers. They ain't doing nothing, right? That's what my guy always told me.
Yeah, they have all their castles up and everyone's looking. I'm like, what is going on? Why are we so hostile to each other?
But it's crazy. Have you tried knocking on the doors?
Of what?
Of the castles.
Oh no.
You never know. They might be like, oh wow, nobody's ever knocked before.
This is true.
I used to have that same belief, like I was just saying. The guy who taught me how to paint, he said, everybody, you see those guys? They're ainers. They ain't doing shit.
They ainers.
Yeah. We're painters, you know? I don't even call myself a painter anymore. I'm a business owner. I'm someone trying to help anybody with every single interaction that I have, whether it be when I'm doing sales, whether it be this podcast, whether it be anything. I'm trying to give some value, and ideally gain some value too, right?
Yeah.
So with that being said, maybe just try knocking, right?
There's a handful of guys in our town that are pretty cool, man.
Yeah, and then
Older guys too. We exchange knowledge and stuff.
the last podcast, and he was talking about planting seeds with those chucks in their trucks because everybody gets tired after a while,
Right.
and they might be the best painter. However, they're done doing the business, and you
Yeah.
might get that whole client list and
It's
a great
true.
painter.
That's true. He's a smart man, bro. He's a
Very
smart
smart.
dude. Yeah.
Very smart. Have you? So you went and saw Nick Slavic in Chicago, right?
Yep.
Did you get the chance to talk with him at all?
Oh yeah. I actually spoke with him at PCA before. He's loaded up there, man. He's a smart dude.
Yeah, and his personality. Their personalities are like two separate
Oh yeah.
whole identities. So it's great getting all these different seeds planted, right?
Uh
Have you thought about going to his retreat?
Nick's?
Yeah,
No, I haven't.
dude.
There's all these coaches and all these events and this, and the money's just like, I'm like, oh my gosh, which way do I go? There's a lot. This is
Yeah,
a new world for me, all of this.
yeah.
Very new.
So that one is more. You do get a lot of business stuff from it, but also you build those connections for like ever, man.
Right.
And we got to get some more. You could be called Michigan, so we'd have more Michigan folks out there. We're trying to take over Minnesota.
Trying to take over Minnesota.
Yeah, so I'd suggest at least applying. I don't think it's that
Right.
expensive. However, it is a couple day commitment, right?
Right.
But you do get to present an ask in front of a bunch of people that will tell you the truth. It's not
That's
like
that,
nobody's trying to sell you something,
right. Yeah.
and that's the beauty of that retreat, in my opinion. Nick, no cost for this ad. However, it truly is just great because no one's trying to sell you on something. Like that's
Yeah.
my favorite thing. Most of these events and stuff, there's a hidden purpose.
Yeah.
And it's just okay, I'd like to be able to just go be able to represent myself and say, this is my problem. And it was funny. I spent like 2 weeks creating my ask,
Mhm.
and then when I got there, I changed it. So when you go with expectation, I feel you tend to take and change that expectation as you go, and then when you let go of that expectation, that's when you actually start to get. I don't know if that
Right.
makes any
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
So definitely suggest that one. But you said lots of events. Which one that you've been to or that you're thinking of going to has brought you the most value?
Man, I think PCA brought me the most value. I think PaintCon was my entry into this world, so I'm gonna hold true to the PaintCon, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was insane going. It was kind of like what you said. Everyone's trying to sell you on stuff. At least like the vendor. There was like a vendor body there and whatnot, but like the pool of painters there, that was awesome.
Yeah, the networking is
Yeah.
what it's all about.
Hmm.
And they all probably had that same thought at once upon a time at the castle in the moat.
Yeah.
And then now they're like dropping the bridge and letting people over.
Oh yeah.
And man, think about how much you're able to grow just from Walter talking about
Dude.
put your face on there.
Yeah, all these guys, man. I mean, you get little tidbits from everyone, different perspectives, product information, stuff they use. I mean, yeah, it's definitely. I think that's also helped bolster us as well. Just me being open to listen, because a lot, if you know painters, you can't tell a painter anything. They know the way to do it. They've been doing it for 30 years, and that's like,
That's most of our comments on our viral videos.
yeah,
It's literally like, you use tape, you're a
yeah.
fucking slob.
Kyle was at a Graco booth. We were just talking about this more on the way here, and he's like spraying on the paper. And this guy's like, "You fucking hack! You obviously don't know how to spray." And it's like, he's just testing a gun, man. Like I can't post a nice video without someone giving their opinion. It's crazy.
It makes your skin thick though, because those
Uh-huh.
people actually bring it to the people that you want to see it.
This is
anyways.
yeah. So we went viral on TikTok maybe 3 years ago, and I actually shut it down because I wasn't used to opening my phone, and it was just like shit. I was like, "What is this?" So I like deactivated. Now I kind of like it. So for one, it puts you in the algorithm, so your video gets reach, and then two, if you can look through the shit talking, you can actually learn a lot.
What have you learned?
What have I learned? Emerald's trash. Emerald urethane's trash. I learned that the other day. I posted a cabinet job, and yeah, we use Renner and Centurion sometimes, but we haven't
So
fully.
elitist.
Yeah, we haven't fully integrated it just because our workforce isn't familiar with it. So like, I can't QC it like we need to just because we're not using it every day. We can QC Emerald. I understand that
Nick
fully.
Nick was using Emerald for a long time, and he's a very successful business. It's
Yeah,
a great product. There's better products, but at the same time,
yeah,
is it replicable?
that's what.
Around here, we got to go. Our closest store is Anderson's Paint Company out in Ann Arbor
Oh,
for our 2K
really?
product, which isn't too bad. It's about 30 minutes and they deliver, right? But before that, we were going 50 minutes up to Pontiac and Highland just to get a 2K product. And if we were short on the hardener, short on the paint,
Yeah.
then another 2 hour travel.
Yeah, but the internet doesn't care about that, man. That's what I'm
No,
saying. We get knocked all the time. Oh, Sherwin, Sherwin, Sherwin. Like, look, dude, we're running in the summer 5 to 8 crews. When we need a tip or we need an extra gallon of this, like there's a Sherwin on every block. So for business, it's good. Yes, I would love to use the like smaller paint store, the homegrown, but like they're 50 miles this way, and this job's St. Joe and Niles, South Bend. Like, it doesn't make sense for business, but like, that's what I'm saying, dude. Sometimes you just got to read through what they're saying. And I don't know.
let me just state Emerald's not trash. I love Emerald.
We
Maybe for
use it.
kitchen cabinets, it's not the best product,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
it's still
that was the context. Kitchen cabinets.
okay.
And it was a nice set of kitchen cabinets.
it still rocks. Especially, does Indiana sell oil still or no?
I guess now we're being more heavily regulated than Michigan. I was told
What are you using for the
yesterday.
primer?
Oil.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're still able to use the oil. A lot of people switch. I even did this. I switched over to the shellac for a long time. I found it super freaking brittle, dude. So I ended up now we're using the 2K primers just because they work better for us.
Water based.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep. So the 2K water-based primers have been working great. However, I do miss the oil, but I don't miss the dry time.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
We can flip in 30 minutes and spray the other side. I know a lot of people like hang them. We like to just spray them, flip them, spray them.
Be done with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then on to the next step. Next
Mm.
step. That's where our highest like GP is on cabinets. What about you? Where's like your niche
Really?
jobs?
Cabinets?
Yeah, we're hitting like 60 to 72% GP on
Really?
cabinets.
Exteriors. For sure.
It's almost that time.
Yeah. We need it. We need it bad right now.
Yeah, we're able to produce more of those, faster. It's just I guess our systems are dialed for the cabinets, so your systems must be heavily dialed for exteriors.
Oh yeah. That's our bread and butter. Yeah. I would almost rather in the summer not do interiors or cabinets, to be completely honest.
Got it.
I mean, a $10,000 exterior we're gonna do in 2 days, and if there's any touch up the third day, we could send a guy, whatever. A $10,000 interior is gonna be a week.
Yeah.
So it's
Karen's
like,
upside down with the flashlight.
yeah, we're doing magnifying glasses, and I get it. You're in their house, it's their baby. They're staring at it all day, but yeah, it's there's a point sometimes where I'm just like, man, this is rough.
I feel like it's a lot easier to send different varieties of people to work on exterior too. So like
Yeah.
our 1099 crews are a little bit easier to manage on the exterior. If they're 30 minutes late, it's not as huge of a deal.
Yeah.
However, when Susan's waiting for us to get there to open the door, 5 minutes seems like an eternity for her.
I like how you use Susan instead of Karen. Why do you use Susan?
One of my coaches used Susan and it just stuck with me.
Okay.
I think that's the best way to put it.
Yeah. Do you use any like we're on drip jobs now, which like saved my life. Do you use like Paint Scout or anything?
We use drip jobs as well.
Yeah.
I was like trying to get you to use our code back in the day.
Really?
I think you ignored my message. I wasn't cool enough yet. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just kidding. I didn't actually do that, but I thought you think that was funny. So yeah, Drip Jobs has been great. Love that affiliate, for being able to recommend people. That's awesome too. So most of
Yeah.
our Drip Jobs is paid by my friends using Drip Jobs, which was
Right.
just bringing.
It just went to 12 months, I saw. Did you look at that?
What do you mean? Like it's like
Not forever anymore. It's 12 months. Mine just switched to that. Tanner.
we just got 2 coats deep.
Yeah.
Which speaking of that sucks, but I guess that's a way of life. I imagine
Yeah.
that increases a lot of his profits. And
Yeah.
he built up his system. Now he's pretty built
Yeah, I
up.
don't blame him.
No,
I was mad for like 0.5 seconds. I was like, all right, take off the emotional hat, put on the business hat. All
literally.
right.
So let's go into a different mode. What is your biggest horror story from a job?
Man, let me go through my mental Rolodex. What? I don't want to like call anyone out. We're not gonna go that
We
route.
could just use Susan's and Bob's or John's. You know, it doesn't have to be anybody name dropped.
But it's situational enough. See, the problem with social media for us now is everyone has eyes on us.
Yeah, without a doubt. Do one, maybe not the worst one. Do one that doesn't call anybody out.
Everyone doesn't call anybody out. Let's go here. Because most of them were early on. They're not so bad now. They're under control. But when we just didn't know what we were doing, there was a lot of not getting paid on stuff. Looking back, some of it was warranted. Some of it's because we didn't have any system in place, didn't know what we were doing. So they were just like, scram.
Yeah. You ever notice
Um,
like one job like tends to bleed? So for example, my dad fell off a ladder at one. I caught him like a baby in midair, but then I stepped into a paint can after catching him and then stepped under the carpet. And it was hilarious because we still just use canvas drop cloths instead of like layering everything.
yeah.
So lots of learning lessons there. I had one. We painted an entire exterior, and then we needed like 2 more gallons, and we realized that the paint store gave us interior paint. That
No.
was a huge one. They said, "Oh, it's fine. Just go ahead and put this exterior on top." We still had to go and paint everything else again with that exterior
Yeah.
coating. So that hurt. I think last year alone, like 26K of unpaid invoices. You know,
Oh
still
yeah. We get there's I think as you grow, I think that's a part of it. Yeah, so I guess one would be my first big commercial contract, which was probably I mean, now looking back, there was no way that was at least $200,000 minimum, and I charged him 46, and then didn't get paid all of it and got kicked off the job.
and you were super geeked when you sold the
Oh, I
46.
was geeked as
You're like, we're
fuck,
going to Maui,
bro.
baby.
Yeah,
Let's go.
it was like what? That was maybe 2022 or 2023. We were just used to doing like a couple rooms here, maybe a full house. So like I'm looking at this huge building at $46,000. I mean, the paint we bought for the whole project probably cost $40,000. It was a mess, dude. Yeah. Then what? So another one, man, we didn't know what boxing, so we've had to learn all this. We didn't have like, sorry, Idaho Painter taught us a lot. I know a lot of people are going to hate that,
Dude, I
but
love that guy.
I
I
do
don't even
too.
care. I know he's like switched over to these selling products, but
Yeah.
he has like 12-hour long videos
Yeah.
just talking about
Again, take the emotional cap off, put the business on. Like, do you blame him? You would probably do the same thing.
without a doubt.
He fly fishes now and makes videos, and you guys talk shit on it and you pay him. That's like, yeah.
Sounds like a dream.
But yeah, we didn't know what boxing paint was. So this realtor, which I feel like we're not friends because of it anymore, but whatever. It was a purple color, all right? And we decided to paint all the walls first, like roll the walls first, not cut in first, roll the walls. So we got the whole house done. Then we went back to Menards to get more paint that was purple and cut it in. So we're going cutting the whole fucking house in. And we get done. And we're like, okay, we're done. She comes in. She was like, why are the cut-ins a different color than the walls? And I was looking around. I was like, okay. And in my head, I'm like, we already underbid this. I'm already over fucking paying on this. And now I need to buy more paint and start over. And that's like a lot of what the early days looks like. Just not. And then we'd go home and pull up Idaho Painter and look up boxing paint. And I was like, oh, we were supposed to. Okay. And that's what the early days was, man. There was a lot of that. We didn't, what's it, journeyman? I mean, I had crackheads teach me in high school, but I mean,
Yeah.
I was just getting cussed out while I was painting the whole time. So it wasn't like I was learning anything. So yeah. So it was a lot. They're not so much horror stories now because we know the remedies and we know how to divert things. We have guys stepping in, making sure. But
What did you learn from that commercial project?
contract,
Okay.
sign. Don't. Yeah, for sure. Contract. Man, there was a lot learned. yeah, GCs aren't your friend. They're really not. Um, yeah, I mean, lost a lot of friends in the process because we didn't get paid.
Mm.
That was my first, and you know what the guy said to me, and it stuck with me. Hire me the last time I went in his office, and he was like something along the lines like, "Business isn't going too well for you, huh?" Dude, that shit irked the fuck out of me for years. It fueled me for a long time, but that's what I took with me. But yeah, that was a bad time in life. I was just having a kid and eating all that was not fun.
No,
Yeah, and
no.
we weren't doing the best work either. I mean, I can be honest about it looking back, like sloppy, unorganized, because I'd never done 8 floors and units where people are living in the apartment complex, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, it takes a detailed project
yeah,
plan and
I had no
doing it.
plan. So like, again, I can be practical. I can look at the GC's or owner's point of view. Like, he was. Do I like the way he went about it? No, but was there some justification? Yeah, sure. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, but I think it's also shitty on him. Looking back, you could have vetted me and knew I didn't know what I was doing. Right, just by the bid alone, you should have been like, "Bro, are you good here?" So, well, lots to learn. It's business, man.
Yeah, exactly like you said, they're not all your friends.
Yeah,
And the business hat typically comes first. They're seeing 46K.
yeah,
Well, let me take advantage of this guy.
yeah.
Some of them might have been, hey, dude, I think your price is a
We've
little
had
low.
some. We've had some. Down in Zionsville, and I'd be like, 27,000. He was like, how about like 47? You're selling yourself a little short there, which I always thought was cool. Which maybe he still was getting on, but
He definitely was.
yeah,
He definitely was. He's like, we had 80K budgeted money. Let's go.
yeah,
I'm going to Maui.
yeah, for real. But
What's do you like to travel at all?
oh yeah,
What's your favorite place you've been?
right now Arizona. I'm
Yeah.
trying to get out there.
So like full time.
Oh yeah.
So when you go out there, you tend to be driving like supercars and shit.
No,
Like,
no, 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 no.
what inspires that? You see like Andy Elliott driving around in it.
Oh, it
and
was
you-
before I knew who Andy Elliott was. I was
Okay.
doing that. Yeah, I don't know, man. Um, I don't know. It's something's freeing about it. It feels good. I don't know. I love it.
Bet.
I love Miami. I love Arizona. I love the weather. Everyone's attractive. Everyone dresses well. The food's good. So I don't know. I'm attracted to that lifestyle, man.
For sure.
Kind of hard though. You got kids and stuff, so you know
The
you gotta.
roots.
Yeah.
So now they're how old's your daughter?
So I have a 6-year-old daughter, a 3-year-old boy, and one on the way. First trimester's over. I'm bad with that stuff.
It's coming.
The clock. Yeah, it's coming.
It's coming. I'm the
Yeah.
same way. My wife's always like, she's 16 months old or 15 months, whatever it is. I'm like, she's a year and some change.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I get that. And now that we've set these roots, we really wanted to go to North Carolina. The Outer Banks is one of my favorite spots.
Oh yeah.
If you haven't been there, it's rad. Not quite the lifestyle you were talking about, but very just
Everyone has their thing.
yeah, beachy country feel of the beach. I absolutely love it. But picking up those roots is so hard. I moved like 17 times as a kid, so even one move would be major
Yeah.
to hurt. I guess it would still just be my ego of moving my kids. I don't know how much they would hate it,
Yeah.
but that would be my thing. I just would hate to lift their roots. So I see what you mean there.
Yeah. No, I don't. I don't know that I'd live that. I can't live that lifestyle now. It's been the older I get, the farther I get from that specifically. Like, yeah, would I like to own a McLaren one day and whatnot and live there? Yeah, but
I'm sure you will. I'm sure
Yeah,
you will.
I
It
hope.
might be in
That'd be-
Arizona instead of in Miami.
Pothole, Michigan. I probably couldn't have one here.
Oh my gosh, we did a job for a guy who had a McLaren and a Rolls Royce, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. But then I got thinking, I'm like, where does this guy even drive?
I
these?
know. Yeah.
Like, does he just stay on these certain roads, just drive to downtown Brighton? Is that
Yeah,
it?
we had a guy in South, or was it Mishawaka? Maybe it was South Bend.
Mishawaka, you've got some. Is that a city or is that another?
That's a city, yeah. So
Okay.
basically, is it the Pokagon tribe? I think was real big in our area. So most of the towns, especially more in Michigan, are tribe-related names.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
I thought you had another analogy for like
Mishawaka or
yeah,
Michiana.
yeah. I was like Milwaukee and Michigan.
Yeah.
I was like, those don't connect.
Yeah, but no, he said, oh, that yes, you just drive slow. I was like, well, that defeats the purpose of having it.
Definitely. I imagine you could take it around northern Michigan a bit, and it'd be pretty rad on some of those roads like Traverse City and stuff.
Yeah,
That'd probably
where the
be pretty
money's
rad.
at, so
Where
the
the
roads
money's
are
at.
nice.
Yep, they have
Yeah,
to. They know that they're driving the McLarens, baby.
yeah.
Uh, what's ever told you that stuck?
As far
Anything,
as
anything. It could be your
anything,
daughter telling you that you're the coolest dad in the world.
hmm, the coolest thing. I've never thought about that. Sorry, all these heartfelt questions.
Dude, I'm the inspired painter, baby. I'm always thinking of that stuff.
I don't know, dude. I don't like compliments.
Okay.
I tend to get real bashful when people give compliments. So I don't know. I kind of there's a it's fun to drive the cars and do all that stuff, but there's a side of me on the inside that's like more like humble. I don't like what, dude, you drive McLarens and stuff and all that. I'm just like, okay, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm real weird about that.
Well, you said something that stuck with me, and I'm a similar way where the negatives like stick into my head more.
Yeah.
So this is something I've been trying to practice a little bit more is like letting the other things stick too. So
Okay.
you said something about that guy telling you you run a shitty business or whatever,
Basically.
and
Yeah.
that stuck with you really heavy.
Yeah.
There's something deep in there that people have been saying to you that I mean there's a lot of people that just look up to you on the internet. I'm sure your daughter looks up to you.
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody does look up to you, and embracing that will be very helpful because you do deserve this stuff. You're working super hard, bro, and you're creating a great legacy that people. I mean, I never met you. I was like, come jump on the
Right.
podcast, dude.
Yeah.
And early stages podcast, not even. Oh, I just need somebody to jump on.
Right. Yeah.
It's also could be one of those negative things. For example, one of the things that sticks with me is my brother. He was basically like my dad when I was growing up. And he took me to the carnival, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was such a douche about it because I wanted this like cotton candy spinner, dude. And it just like stuck with me so long to not sit there and like be it's just more like be grateful for what you have because he didn't say anything but his feelings were hurt because like
Yeah.
he was 17, took his little brother out to the circus with his girlfriend. He didn't have to do that, and he did that and I was a little punk. And that day like something shifted when I saw like how hurt he was on the way back home, and that stuck with me for life.
Yeah.
So it doesn't always have to be positive with people like you and me. So sometimes it is that negative thing that is the most
Yeah.
influential or the coolest thing that's ever been said or done to
Right.
me.
It's an adjustment, man. Because even yesterday, someone's like, I really look up to you, and like, I'm just Satori. Like, it's just a new. It's all kind of new. And I don't know. I haven't really.
You're putting that gate down from your castle, brother. You're
Yeah.
letting people over from over
Yeah.
the moat. Because even we're victims of doing that too. We're so worried about building our castle. Sometimes we forget that people want to join on because our dream's
Right.
big enough to fit them in it. I mean, you've
Right.
got a bunch of homies that are inside of your dream that truly they have to believe in you. They wanted to talk for 45 minutes about this guy is gonna accept, dog.
Yeah, dude. Corey's awesome though, man. He's dope.
Well, it all routes from your ecosystem though.
Yeah.
So take those compliments, dude. You've got 3 salespeople. You know how hard that is? I'm trying to get through with 1. It's hard as hell, dude. Take that fat dub.
Yeah.
If you gain anything from this, I hope it's that. Take some compliments, put them in the bank, and deposit it and save it for later.
Right.
And then remember that it's there.
Where do you know the humble line though? Where do you where there's that fine line, you know? Like they were saying that to me at PCA. They were like, "Why are you so bashful?" Or "Why do you I don't know. It was different. Like it's just different for me."
I personally despise the word humble. I used to like look up to it.
Okay.
I believe I'm gonna butcher this, but I believe in the dictionary it says like signs of meekness. It's basically saying like weak, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So instead of like thinking you're boasting, just think I'm confident.
A lot of people will take it as that.
Do you care what people think more than what you think about yourself?
True. It's true.
I think that's the biggest question.
Yeah.
As far as that, we all are always going to battle it. I think about that all the time. Well, what is the guy who kicked me off the job think of me having a billboard? Imagine if that stopped you from putting the billboard up.
True. Okay. Yeah.
And
I
that's
see where
kind
you're
of
going
the
with
same concept. You're a fucking dog,
that. Right.
and you're gonna go out here and slay all the dragons that you can, And if somebody looks up to that, that's great. If somebody thinks you're being egotistical or whatever, whatever. As long as you believe in you and think that you're doing good,
Yeah.
that's all we
Yeah,
can do.
yeah, right on.
I
Yeah.
don't know if you're religious, but that's the only
We're
thing.
looking into it.
Looking into it,
We
that's
were
okay.
raised Catholic.
Okay.
I'm probably more so for my kids though, man. My daughter's now she's asking about God and Jesus and all this. I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe we should probably just saying.
Yeah, let her
Yeah,
decide.
yeah. Oh,
Somebody
yeah.
said this to me the other day. Don't let religion get in the way of your faith.
Don't let religion get in the way of your faith. Okay.
That stuck with me because, for example, I stopped going to church for a couple weeks because of how they asked me for money. How fucking stupid does that sound? I
Yeah.
stopped going and receiving a great message about life because somebody asked for money a different way than I would have.
Right.
And then that was that guy complaining about the billboard. So
right. Yeah.
we're always learning, right?
Yeah.
And
oh yeah.
some things might not resonate with you, and that's okay. Whatever it may be, I believe it's okay as long as you're not out here, Adolf Hitler.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah.
What's some things that you think you could be doing better?
Everything. I'm a major hater to myself.
Okay, what's one thing?
What's one thing? What's pissing me off the most right now? I think one thing is that so like obviously there's a huge amount of components to business. And I try to do everything at once and then nothing gets done. That's what I have going on right now. I mean, stuff gets done, but I think I approach it differently instead of like 1, 2, 3, 4. I start everything and then it's just like complete, utter chaos for myself and the team. And they're just kind of like, what is going on here?
So what's one thing you could do to help with that?
I think I need a business coach.
Okay.
So I don't know. Yeah, you don't learn how to be a business owner in high school or even college, to be honest with you. Like I said, I love marketing, promoting, and sales, but this is I did not expect it to turn into this at all.
What if it turned out better than you could ever expect?
It already has. It was just me and my homie, and we were just trying to. We had kids on the way, firstborns, and we were just trying to make some money and not work at a factory. I don't think we thought it was going to be like a big deal.
Well, it is.
Yeah.
You're making an impact, even with your clients and people online.
Yeah.
Just one thought that I think of from just our little bit of time together is put the fucking phone on Do Not Disturb for a couple blocks. It gets really distracting, you know what I mean, for yourself. If you're in a creative block,
Yeah.
I've had a couple business coaches now, and everyone says the same thing. That will be there when you're done with what you're doing.
Right.
If it's a super big deal, your main people can know that if you dial twice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, or for me, I had to put blocks on Facebook and Instagram. Literally, after an hour, it's done. If I can't get done what I need to do on there in an hour, then I'm failing. I'm scrolling.
Right.
I'm doom scrolling. So that was my two. That was really my biggest two things is blocker. And there's different ways. Like Hermosa even talks about put your phone in black and white mode. It makes you not want to look at it as much.
Right.
Like little key things. Because ultimately, most business coaches are going to tell you to focus on this, then this, then this, just like you said. And you just have to figure it out. You could go spend thousands on that, or just implement a couple things,
Right.
and also spend thousands on that because that's helped me a lot. But ultimately, that will like catapult you, dude. If you are having that problem of like this, and this, especially with you just being in the GM role,
Yeah.
this is your time to be able to create. Little meeting, create.
Right.
And in that meeting is where all those little things come out.
Right.
So do you guys have any like sort of like all together meetings scheduled, or is it just kind of we go on the fly?
It's on the fly. It's what do we call it? Oh fuck, I can't think what we call that meeting. It's
Safety meeting?
Yeah, it's like a code red basically.
Code
it's
red.
when shit's not going well. It's like, all right, let's reel it back in. We've talked about like we need a set day and place. But we also there's like a group text. We communicate all day. Like
Exactly, that's the problem.
All day. I know. This thing, I tell you, man, that's why I feel like I'm working all day, and it's because I'm logged into my computer and my phone, and I'm just like, sometimes I'm just sitting there waiting for something to happen. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Why are you sitting at this computer? Your kids are downstairs playing. Like, I don't know, dude. Sometimes I get like lost in the sauce. It's bad.
Dude, we all have been there. I
Yeah.
swear to you, we like most people. That's why when John was over, it blew my mind. He's like, I don't even have a office or like a home office or a computer at my house.
Mm.
Granted, he has a gigantic warehouse like
Yeah.
15 minutes away, so if he ever wants to go, but he's very committed to that time. Get intentional. If there's any advice and something you gain, I pray it's, take compliments and get a little intentional with that. Have a weekly meeting with all your leadership.
Right.
That changed our entire process, and we're not even as big, like that many leaders as you,
Right.
and that helps so much. Is like, bring me all the problems that day. If it's super like someone's dying, then we can tackle it now. But that frees your brain capacity up to be able to actually get stuff done.
Right.
And I know this wasn't meant to be some sort of coaching, but
No, I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm open, man. I'm pretty open. I like that stuff.
that's good. That's
all
good. That alone will help you so much. Just catapult and get more stuff done.
Right.
And then again, if it's 6:30 and that's your time for dinner with your kids,
Yeah.
do not disturb or put your phone in the office.
Yeah.
Because those problems, I promise, will be there in the
I know.
morning or when you go right before laying down. And something I actually got from the same guy that said, "Don't let your religion get in the way of your faith." He told me, imagine if you were looking, like, we look for our problems, but imagine if you're looking for like great things coming.
Right.
Because you have it all the time, dog. I mean, look at you, you're
Right.
vested up. You're vested up with your company logo. Would you even have imagined that 6 years
Oh
ago?
hell no.
Right?
No, we
Like you
didn't
were
have a
wearing the
logo.
Sherwin shirts and
Yeah.
like
Oh
all
yeah.
dirty.
Yeah. Dude, our sales guys does a good job at the one that started the business with me. Now that he was more like helping me build it at first, and then eventually I was like, okay, well now that we're both off the tools, you're just gonna do sales. Like I don't necessarily want you troubleshooting. I want you to focus on like our potential clients. And he's gotten really good at like turning his phone off at 6 and not responding on the weekend. And at first I was like, I was like, dude, that's what we're here. That's what we did this for, was to literally like go hang out with our families, and get away from work. So now he's done a good job, but now I got to get good at it.
Hey, we're always learning, right? So
Yeah.
now's your chance to implement it.
Yeah.
And what a better time than, I mean, yesterday was the best time, but today's
Oh,
the second
yesterday would have been a great time.
best. So you traveled like most of the country with your daughter a
Yeah,
little while ago.
that
How
was
did that
dope.
go?
So I have a guy that has a trash hauling service, starting over services. Shout out Justin. And he was like, he was telling me about how he had to move this lady from not Miami, not Sarasota, Key West, all the way at the bottom,
Oh, to hang.
all the way to Phoenix. And I was like, "You're gonna do that in a U-Haul?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I want to come." And he was like, "Do you really?" He's like, "I can pay you to help me move." And it was just like a small 12 by 12 storage locker. And I was like, "How many seats are in the U-Haul?" He's like, 3. I was like, "I'm gonna bring my daughter. This would be awesome. Like, this would be freaking cool for her." And I lined up. So I've met a bunch of people on Facebook. So we stopped at all these designated towns, like in
With all the stuff in the U-Haul?
yeah,
Rad.
yeah. So we went up Miami, Tallahassee, Alabama, where Imperial Painting. Met up with my boy. Man, where did we go after that? We went so many places, dude. But it was crazy.
I know you went to New Orleans, right?
Yeah, and I took my daughter to what's it called, Mardi Gras town or whatever. I can't think what it's called. Which that was awesome for her. But no, dude, that was so cool. Just the experience for her. Like I only made what he paid me $400-$600, which basically paid for all of our food and stuff. But dude, it was cool. It was cool as fuck for her.
I mean, that's a life-changing event,
Yeah.
especially for her and you.
You know what her favorite stop was?
I'm curious.
Miami. Yeah.
You know where she's moving to.
Yeah.
So that life might not be too far away. You might be in Arizona flying out to
yeah.
Miami.
I don't want her around that. Not just yet.
Not yet. Eventually, though, you'll have
Yeah.
that second phase that I haven't been through yet. I talked to a lot of people, even Jason and everybody in my ecosystem about that evolve of from child to like adult that you
Mhm.
have. I I can't even picture that. My son's going through, he's 11 and he thinks he's a grown ass
Yeah,
man now.
yeah,
And this evolution is really challenging for me because, for the longest time, you're the complete, it's not just guide. Like you're, you are guiding, but it feels like you have bumpers up. And
yeah,
then now you're guiding and the bumpers came down and you didn't put them down.
yeah,
They did. And you're like, holy shit, what do I do? So the
yeah.
fact that you were able to fit that in before those bumpers came down and she wasn't just into her phone talking to her
No.
friends, how cool.
Oh, she was cool the whole time, man. The long 12-hour drive. Yeah.
In a
Oh,
U-Haul.
yeah. Stopping at Bucky's. She loved Bucky's. Every time we saw the Bucky's sign, we had to stop and get some chicken tenders and some little trinket. But no, yeah, that was cool, bro. That was definitely a life experience doing that with her.
What's something else like that you've done that just stands out?
Hmm. Let me see. I don't know. I've done a lot, man. Um, really just doing stuff with them because I've experienced a lot. Man. I've done a lot. I was kind of a wild kid. I like to party and fly here and fly there. So like I'm kind of calming down from that. I'm like, okay, like I've seen it all, but like to like do that with my kids and take them places. Like I took both of them to the Blue Ridge Mountains.
Dude, one of my favorite places.
Yeah, and they loved it here.
We're
My
at,
oh, I'm
remember?
bad with that chat more around Chattanooga.
Okay.
Does that make?
Yep.
Is that
Yep.
okay?
It's lower down, I believe.
Yeah, and that was my son's. I could be wrong. He might have went to Florida, but that was like his first vacation. But that was pretty cool, man.
Dude, we have a spot. So we go to North Carolina probably 5 times a year. We have a house down there. And on our drive down, there's a spot on the Blue Ridge and there's an Airbnb. It's a bread and breakfast, dude. It's only $75 for the night. And they bring you breakfast for all of you.
What?
And it's just a little tiny cabin. It's right over the Ohio River. And it is one of our favorite spots. I never would have thought. Like, it seems like it's in their backyard.
Uh-huh.
It seems like you might get, taken and kidnapped. No. Absolutely incredible. You got the mountains in the background. Sometimes I like wake up early and check my Slack and all that stuff. I try to keep it on the DL because my wife knows I'm a workaholic, so I have to battle that all the time with like the work and stuff. However, man, it's so cool to go up there, even though I still connect on Slack. I hope Chelsea doesn't see this. But you get to disconnect a bit up there. Mountains
yeah.
and the beach. That's
Well, there's
what
no
calls me,
service.
dog.
That's why I was like, oh, now I have no choice.
D&D.
Yeah, it was awesome. I love it up there.
Have you done that since like it became so big?
What?
Your company? Like, have you gone somewhere with no service since then?
No.
Maybe that's your spiritual retreat.
I get anxiety when I don't have service. I get, dude, maybe that's the thing. Like, I need to let go of that control. I don't know what it is, but I get anxiety when my phone's not working. I'm like, when this connects, what is going to pop up that I'm about to walk into?
Dude, what if it's like 250K sold, 175 completed projects?
I know. I see. I need to think like that. I think the exact opposite.
Dude, there's this book. It's called. What kind of music do you listen to? Like anything?
Yeah, a little bit of everything. Some country, some rap.
Okay, so there's a rapper. His name's Russ. I don't know if you happen to know him.
Russ.
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 R-U-S-S.
Yeah. I don't listen to him, but yeah, I know of him.
Okay, so he wrote a book. It's all in your head.
Okay.
Fire book, and that's where I got the.
All in your head.
What if it turned out better than you could ever imagine? And he just there. I'll send it to you. I'll actually send it to you.
Yeah.
One of my favorite books. It got me out of my head. I still find myself going back there, but there's also an audiobook. I'll send you the audiobook. He reads everything himself, and like each chapter is one of his songs. So like that's the meaning, and then it has like it goes deep into it. But I think you'd gain a lot of value from that because you're sitting here looking for what's going to go wrong, and that's manager brain for sure. Like managers just are looking for the problems, and it's good to have the time to look for problems,
Right.
Because that's how you do get better.
Yeah.
But have the expectations that it's going to be better than you could imagine.
Right. Yeah.
At least that's what's been working for me.
I need some of that.
My life's still not where I want it to be yet by any means. We look up to these like giants like John and, these billionaires and stuff.
Yeah.
We're wondering why we're not there yet. However, God's preparing us for that journey.
Yeah.
And if we're not ready to receive it, we're not going to get it. So we have to believe that we can get it to be able to get it, right?
Yeah. I really don't want to blink and then be 60 and I'm still Like, what was the whole point of living? It's hard, man, especially with how fast we've like blown up. So now my phone, I could be on it all day answering questions or people DMing or customers or guys like
Do you have like office staff besides your like sales and
Katie answers my other phone over there. Tech Brush works.
okay?
That's been freaking awesome.
So they set your appointments and stuff.
Yeah, so it's kind of removed. That phone does not go. Now I don't really know why I have it. I guess it's just for the designated phone number, so it doesn't really go off other than GCs and maybe our workforce, which I've kind of. I don't really want to hear from them. Like, I need you to deal with that so I can deal with these
Amen.
other mound. It's been getting better. Like I said, you got to build those processes and get everyone kind of on board with stuff. But yeah, man, it's
Any
just
VAs in your business?
VA.
Virtual assistant.
That is. Oh, and like
But so like that. I mean, you were saying Katie, so she's a VA of some
yeah,
sort.
yeah. So they answer the phone, all our phone calls, and they set our appointments. Tech Brushworks, they're freaking awesome, dude. Like,
Do you mind? Like, how much is that?
oh, she's gonna kill me.
You don't have to tell me.
No, because I get it wrong every time. She's like, you don't even know what you pay. I was like, I think it's like 1,700 a month. I never answer the phone. I don't set appointments. They basically communicate with people in drip jobs for us,
Okay.
unless it's like really specific. Sh- Kara, one of her staff members, will like text me like, "Hey, so and so from this company wants a donation. What do you want me to tell them?" Or like, so all like the not spam calls, but all like just the random shit I'll get all day that I don't need to bog down my like mind.
Yeah,
They'll take
without a
care of
doubt.
it, and they'll just like, so if it's important, I'm like, she'll forward me a number and I can call them back. But if it's not, I just read it like, no.
I love it, dude. You might find some value in bringing on just one VA to do like some coordination.
Of what?
So my VA, he does everything that you were just talking about.
Okay.
And then on top of that, he edits these videos. He's almost like our COO. He helps manage my sales team. He coordinates all the jobs.
How
So
much is he?
he edits all my videos, so I'm not going to say. I'll tell you after. But it's around that price that you were talking
Right.
about. But he does a lot. He does a lot. And you could utilize that maybe even just for your video editing, because I imagine you spend some time.
I like doing that.
Okay.
See, if I could like hire me as a CEO, and then I want to go do sales and marketing, I would do one of the two, and not be a business owner.
Interesting.
That would be my ideal. Like,
What about your partner? Is he like business owning, or does he just like sales?
no, he likes sales. He likes his boys. He's got 2 boys. I think he'd rather not take on the burden. I'm in the same boat.
So what's the levers that you're pulling that you think that need to be pulled that could do more with each pull?
It's getting better. Everything's getting better over time. But it's the fact that I have to build a machine that has the lever on it first.
Do you? Or can you
In
just
some
buy the
way,
machine?
and so, yeah, in some ways, so some machines you buy, some you build, which gets to my point where I'm everywhere. Like the other night, I was up when I made a post about like I was looking at it this morning, and like you're boasting about SEO and building your website. It's like, dude, just fucking hire someone to build a website.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Like, it's just, that's what I'm talking about though. I'll spend all my time build, go, and it's like got us to a certain point, but like I'm burnt out, and my personal life sometimes isn't like the best because I'm so like hyper focused, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like it's
It's kind of why I started doing this, man, because
Yeah.
I'm always so interested in like creating, and this makes it where I have to create. Like I get to sit here and create with you
Yeah.
for an hour or whatever it is.
yeah.
And it helps that creative flow go out, because I'm a very similar way. I want to edit all my videos. I want to do this. And then when I started thinking about editing the podcast, I'm like, holy shit, that's a lot of time.
Yeah, it is.
Like I love making my paint videos, holy shit. And I do believe I do it better than anybody in my company. However, that means that I haven't made the right hire yet to do my edits
Yeah.
on the videos or take the videos. Like for example, John, he's got a lady that just goes around and he's like one of his head marketing staff and just takes videos and uploads everywhere and creates the marketing strategy too. It's mind blowing, because each piece of the puzzle, if you could fill it with somebody that's a player, you still can be creative and maybe make videos with your daughter like
Right.
maybe like where it's like Ryan's Toys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the kids making millions just opening toys. I'm not saying that's the move,
Yeah.
but you could still get that feeling of belonging without having to do it on Stahl Painting.
Right.
Just what I've seen, I'm still there. I'm right there with you. I'm still
Yeah.
making a lot of our videos. David does a lot too, and we're still building the machine too and trying to buy as many machines as possible.
Right.
So there's still always more to learn, and even these behemoths that have figured it all out, still I'm noticing haven't figured it all out. And I believe if you ever feel like you've got that all figured out, you're probably pretty close to death.
Probably figure it all out.
No,
No.
not at all. And I've always wondered this: what do you get if you did figure it all out? Do you have this like sense of I'm the best, or like
'Cause you probably would literally go insane. Cause like what else is there to do? You did it. No, it's because we're driven. Men are wired like that, man, to build and go and
to hunt?
yeah. It's like once you've like conquered and done it, it's just like, well, now what? Probably
Dude,
go
I see a lot
insane.
of the guys do like Iron Mans and
Yeah.
stuff. I didn't even know what an Iron Man was till this guy told me like a year or two ago. I had no clue. I'm not a super fitness guy. I don't know if you could tell I'm pretty skinny. Uh, but when I see that, I'm like, okay, they evolved and leveled up to a point where they felt like there was no more leveling up in one
Yeah.
space, and then now they're going to another space and they're challenging themselves or learning a new instrument. Or some dudes like to learn how to sail,
Yeah.
right? And like it's just finding that creative flow that you truly enjoy. So I do think that you'll find that. I actually know it, but how do you make it not stressful? I think that's the biggest goal, and that's something that I think
Yeah.
even everybody here listening will gain value from. Because think about when you were just painting, you had that same anxiety. It was just about not pissing off the GC at that build.
Yeah.
Shit, we underbid this. Oh my god, picture framing because we rolled
Yeah.
first and didn't cut. We didn't box it out. Oh, it's satin. I needed to roll while it was still wet and keep a wet edge. Oh, spraying 2K products. You're going to learn that. You're going to be
Yeah.
like, damn, they put too much hardener in it. Oh, they didn't use the stirrer at the same time and mixing it. Like, there's always going to be these little things. And if you let it, like,
Yeah, it'll eat at you.
so I had to give my weight to God. Whatever it is for you or anybody listening, you got to find your place to give the weight to.
Right.
Whether it's the universe, God, whatever it is, just know that it always works out. You got here. I mean, you were
It's
having car
true.
trouble, you were having this, and it still worked out.
Yep. It's true.
It worked out better than you could thought.
Yeah.
Granted, it would have been nice to pull up in the Lambo or the Bugatti, right?
Yeah. We could have shot the podcast in the car. Yeah.
yeah. And we'll get there. I believe it. I
Yeah.
know it. We'll be on a podcast in 6 years, and we'll be in some exotic car.
Oh yeah. That'd be badass.
What if it was a better car than I could imagine? Probably will be.
Probably will be. Yeah.
My dream's a Rolls Royce
Really?
with the stars in the ceiling. I don't know why. Dude, I love that car.
Let's go to Miami.
Let's go. I was actually just down there for like this agency thing. It was really eye opening. However, I was in like a conference room for like 3 of the days,
Yeah.
so I only got to travel a little bit. But there was I've never had Peruvian food. I had some Peruvian food
Okay.
while I was down there. That was the best thing.
Oh, it's fire.
Oh my god, what's your favorite food?
Oh, I have no clue, man.
No clue,
We
dog?
ate it. It was a platter. I can't remember what the restaurant was. The interior of the restaurant was a jungle. I can't remember what that was called. And they brought over this platter, and I was just smashing it. Like, this
Dude.
is insane.
Okay, all right. So jungle food is what Satori
Jungle
likes.
food, yeah.
Jungle food. There's a rainforest cafe here in Michigan.
Is it? Yeah.
It sucks. It's for kids.
Where are we, dude? Where are we?
I call it Southeast Michigan because we can.
Southeast.
Yeah, so we're
Okay. This is like north. This is like Middle East.
I guess. I mean, it's 4 hours, 3 hours or so to Grand Rapids, right? About 3 hours to Grand Rapids, and about an hour to Detroit. So I
Mm,
consider it more southeast.
right.
However, that's just where my market is. I go more east than west. We're in Livingston County, if it helps. So when somebody asks where you came, say towards A2, Ann Arbor.
Okay.
You're 20 minutes north of Ann Arbor.
Yeah. We
Uh,
definitely don't overlap at all.
no. One day we will because we're gonna be like, wow, we bought 6 companies all
Yeah.
around. That's the goal. What's like your dream for the company now that you've made it to probably a place that's better than you could imagine?
Well, the dream would to be to step away from it a bit and let it run. But knowing me, I'll probably want to see if I can franchise it or
What happens if you step away for a month now?
right now.
Yeah.
It would probably be fine. Probably need a few more systems in place, and in reality, it would probably be fine. But that anxiety
For a
inside,
full month, it'd be fine, and maybe like 4 to 6 hours, you couldn't like put the phone down, brother. If it'd be fine for a month, you're good, man. Go.
it might be. It might be.
What's the worst thing that could happen?
No one has control of the because people, I got to get paid.
Super easy obstacle to overcome.
Giving control of the bank.
Yeah.
You just say that with such. Yeah.
I mean, if somebody steals from you, they probably shouldn't be on your team, right?
It's true.
There's this guy, Chris Moore. He talks about 2 beers and a puppy. If you could sit around for 2 beers, sipping them, not chugging, because anybody could chug 2 beers in 5 minutes.
Okay.
But if you could kick it with somebody for like this podcast or for like an hour and enjoy it, and then would you trust them to watch your dog over the weekend? If the answer is no to either, then you probably shouldn't let them on your team.
True.
So, I mean, I'm sure there's somebody, maybe your right-hand man who's running all the sales, that could go. We use Gusto and just go in and
Yeah, we've used that before.
submit payment, deposit checks. So, it could be your roadblock or it could just be a hurdle that you just got to hop over.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna opt for a coach. I think there's just probably a handful of small things that aren't clicking for me that if I could get figured out, I think things will go a lot smoother.
Who are you leaning towards?
Ooh, Joel Mercado and Jason Phillips.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone else. I'm gonna get probably shit on for that, but
No, I think they're both great. I intake more of Jason Phillips' content.
really,
Thought about going to his retreat in Maui just because that's where our honeymoon was, and it was on our anniversary date last year. However, just like you said, disappearing for a while, mainly from the kids. It's not even the business as much for me. It's like
right?
leaving the kids is the hard part for us, especially. I mean, we just had a baby.
Really.
So, but Jason Phillips, I believe, is killer, and same with Joel. I mean, they both have great content.
Yeah.
I haven't been through any of their coaching though.
Really.
I actually started. I'll get flack for this. I started this journey joining Painter Growth with Mike Gore Hickman.
Yep.
And I loved that program. And then I actually kind of started like shitting on it because I'm like, oh, I don't want to just do door to door. I want to do like Facebook ads and stuff.
Yeah.
And I realized, like, looking back, wow, he's telling the truth. Door to door is great. Facebook ads are great. So then I rotated over to another company, Pathfinder with Eric Foz.
Okay.
Eric helped teach me a lot. Like, I mean, he taught me that intentional thing. And shout out to Eric, great guy, taught me a lot. And then now I shifted. I finished up a lot of their stuff. I started my own marketing company, so kind of came in the way of things, right?
Yeah.
But then I started doing sales coaching with this guy named Daniel G. And man, that is like super high level.
The Daniel G? Are we thinking the same people?
Yeah, like the guy that drives in the Rolls Royce and stuff.
That's sweating and swole and yelling into the camera?
Yeah.
Okay, how's that?
Dude, I mean, he's
badass.
He's A1.
Yeah.
I believe it's a similar kind of thing as Andy Elliott.
Yeah, I get that vibe.
But very different method of sending it out.
He doesn't tell you to take your shirt off?
Not yet. Not yet. But they've got really great insights. So it's a lot of money, and people were like, oh, you spend all this money on Furus or whatever it is. But like, if you get a couple nuggets and sell a couple jobs from whatever it is, that you wouldn't have done before.
Yeah.
Like we're about to create the street team. Even though I went through Mike's whole system and like that's what he preaches, I still, when I heard it from Daniel G at this level that I'm at now, it actually resonated.
Right.
And that's going to help a lot. I made the leap and hired the salesperson because I was wanting to just hold on to sales. That was the one thing that I could not let go of was sales.
It's hard, man. That's the lifeline.
Dude, and I love it. You know, like what you were saying. And then I realized, oh, wow, I could have this salesperson and I still, quote a couple things, build connections with some builders and sell like some high ticket items. And whenever we only have one salesperson, so when he's sick, I get to hop in there and it's righteous. Like yesterday he was sick and I went in and sold 12K in like 10 minutes. And I was like, wow, this is
easy.
You get a high from it.
I know.
Uh,
You get dopamine hits for sure.
but you do from painting and all this stuff as
Yeah.
well. I've been renovating my office, trying to get it ready for when we do like virtual two codes deep stuff and just getting more content in the office because I half-assed did it before. And I was gel staining the walls. I know, don't think I'm crazy.
No.
So we put vinyl flooring up on the walls to cover the wallpaper when I was younger because I was like, I don't want to take out the wallpaper, and it looked like shit. But then I gel stained it all, and it actually looks dope now. Took 3 coats, but during that time, I'm just sitting there, I'm like, I kind of like miss producing shit,
Mm-hmm.
and it felt so good to like look back and have a finished product. Like in our seat where it's GM role now, oh, we finished the sales playbook, dude.
Yeah.
It doesn't have that same
It doesn't.
fulfillment as when you finished off,
No,
the apartment complex.
not at all. That's how our sales, Kyle. He likes, so he still goes and does jobs. He enjoys painting, but it's funny watching him. Like, he'll go do a job and it'll be close to finish, and I'll go show up. He's just like sitting there, just looking at everything he did, hitting his vape pen. I'm like, what is he like enjoys, like, I asked him, I was like, do you like this? He's like, I like seeing things from start to finish with my name on it.
How do we get that feeling in the GM role? That's a quest I've been on. I call them quest because I'm
Yeah.
a video game nerd from back in the day. So I think this is one of my main story quests is figuring out how do I get fulfillment from finishing these things in the GM role. Do you have any insight on that?
Man, that's because it doesn't last as long um as when you like go paint someone's house or build a shed. It kind of like what you just said. I just built a sales playbook. It's like, yeah, you feel good about it, but it's like, man, this isn't like as, I don't know. It's not as juicy or as meaty as building a house. You know what I'm saying? Man, that's tough.
We can circle back to it. It's okay. My thoughts are maybe once you see, like for our project manager playbook, now that it's actually being played out, I
Yeah.
feel it a little bit. It's still not that same kind of juice
No,
though.
it's not. It's for sure not. That's what I'm saying, man. Everyone wants to be a business owner. It looks glamorous, but I feel like you're giving up some of your sanity. Yeah, what would you call that? Pride? Not your pride, but
I think your pride definitely takes a hit.
yeah,
When that
it's
guy told you your business sucked,
yeah,
that I've had couple people tell me that too, and it's like, damn.
yeah. You get. I mean, you go through the ringer, man. And I don't think a lot of people are ready for that.
No, no. So I guess with that being said, what what's the goal for the next 5 years for your personal life? Like what do you? I know you want to be less like hands on with your business,
Yeah.
but 5 years, your daughter's going to be 11,
Yep.
going to have a 5-year-old or
Yep.
4 and change. We don't know exactly how much.
Yeah.
So like what's kind of the goal there?
Man, to be a more present father, man, for sure. A lot of her childhood was kind of missed because I was go 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 build 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 build, or she was like get in the car. I mean, she was in the front seat of the van with me, man. I mean,
Amen.
I'd be up on a ladder, she'd be running around the house on a job site. So I think I really want to focus on being more present outside of work with her. Like it was cool to like have her in the business and get to experience all that, and she's really smart because of it. I mean, you're bringing a 3-year-old around selling. I mean, she helped me sell a lot of houses. I'm
Oh
not
yeah.
gonna lie. She was like a lucky charm. But I don't want her just to remember me, as business daddy. So my goal is to kind of like you said, put that phone down and do that with all my kids because they deserve it.
I love
They
that.
do.
I love that. Something that helped me with that is I did Jason Paris's Life Arrow.
Okay.
He does like a life coaching thing.
Yep.
It helped me have so much purpose. And Jason, I hope this connection helps. But either way, that helped me have so much purpose. And then same like I was telling you with Eric. Eric being intentional, like that's one of his like mantras that he talks about all the time.
Right.
So I guess with that being said, I believe we got pretty deep here,
Yeah.
and I hope that you gained something from this. I gained a lot
For
from it.
sure.
I feel like I'm almost when you were just talking about your daughter riding around. I remember my son sitting in a customer's house coloring with the
Yeah.
customer,
Oh yeah.
and he saw a different side of me than my daughter. My daughter's a little bit younger, so he saw that development stage,
Hmm.
and I used to think I put in a lot of time back then. And I'm realizing I'm actually putting in more now. It's just because it's intentional time. It's almost like a force multiplier,
Right.
So with this, it's hey, dad's gonna be gone all day. So I'm missing my 1 year old a bit, right? But it was intentional because when I get home, I'm not missing bath time. I'm
Right.
not missing book. We read Harry Potter together. Call me a nerd again. I don't care.
Mm.
We were having that battle of, oh, let's read one story. Oh, I want to read a different. So then we found one we all wanted.
Right.
So you might run into that soon too. Story time's a glorious time. And then another thing that we layered was the family meeting. So your daughter started to get to that
Jason
point.
Paris. That's a
Yep.
playbook. Yeah.
Yep. And picked it up from Brad. Brad Allison actually sent me
Okay.
over the
Yeah.
actual playbook. So they're all smart dudes. Everybody's willing to help you. And is there anything else you want to tell the people? Tell me.
You are going to take a ton of L's in life, but those L's are all single bricks building a foundation to your goals. So don't quit as you take L's.
Amen, guys. Amen. Well, with that being said, man, I appreciate you coming on this podcast, 2 Coats Deep. I feel like we got pretty deep.
Oh, yeah.
And on top of that, if you guys enjoyed, if you stuck with Stahl Painting Company's story, drop them a follow, and then go ahead and subscribe to this channel. We're gonna have plenty more content like this, lots of laughs, a lot of paint stories, maybe some spilled paint, some spilled beer, who knows? But I'll see you guys next week on 2 Coats Deep.